Okie dokie, welcome back. In this session, we will be talking about links. Naturally, web pages are static, you know. Also, links are added to add some form of interactivity, okay, so that um, it can somehow speed up the process of information searching. For example, when you have one page, or let's say you have a table of contents, but that table of contents is linked with the actual content on the page, so that when you click on an item in the table of content, it takes you straight to um, the literature thereof, so you can read about it. So it is very important to talk about links, as we mentioned from the very first or second lecture or so. We said that um, the documents on the web, the World Wide Web, are accessed via what hyperlinks. All right. So this is our introduction to hyperlinks. We are actually going to create our own links here and see how they work. So let me first of all get rid of this content. The styles away. We don't need you now. These paragraphs also here. Okay, we are starting from scratch. Clean plate or slate, as people call it, right? So links. There are three types of links. Okay, that we'll be talking about today. Um, the first one is intra-page link. An intra-page link is talking about link to um, items that are located in the same web page. So we could have one web page, right? And then on the same web page, we have a link to some item. We'll look at that shortly. The second one is intra-system links. So let's say we have multiple web pages, okay, that form a website, but that is for us. That is what we have created, right? So we can link one web page to another web page. That is intra-system links. So we are looking at links, okay, from one page to other web pages in the same website or the same website. Okay. Then we are having the last one, which is inter-system links. And so inter-system links, here we are linking, we are creating a link from our website to an external website, a website that is living on the internet somewhere. It's not for us, right? But we just want to make reference to some document on it or some resource or even the homepage, whatever it is. But just look at it this way: it is a link from your personal website to someone's own, okay, to someone's website outside yours, right? So that is inter-system links. Right. So we are going to start with um, creating uh, creating the links, and first we need to look at the um, general syntax. Okay. Hey, am I hungry again? A link. All right. So um, we use the anchor tag. All right. Then so this is not an empty element. Excuse me. It's not an empty element. It has opening and closing tags. All right. So the opening tag takes an attribute called href, okay, which stands for hypertext reference. Now the href takes a value, and this value is talking about the path, okay, to the let's say web page or item that you want to create a link to. All right. So that one, you can say maybe some, let's say some page.html for now. Okay. Then inside here, this is where we have the clickable object. Now I don't want to be specific here because um, the clickable object or whatever comes here, okay, could be anything. It could be a text, it could be an image or an audio file. It could be anything that people can just create a link beneath. All right, so maybe you can have a simple text like click here for more. Right, this is a text based. All right, but there could be an image here. Yeah, so that is why I made it a clickable object. Okay, so first of all, let's get on and look at how we can create um, inter intra page link. Okay, um, let's have header 3 and say um, this. Okay, so we just say first heading. Okay, now under the first heading, let me have a paragraph, and I'm going to have a dummy text here. So let me just navigate to this dummy text generator and copy all of this content, this text content here. All right, let's get back to our code, and then I'll paste it here. Well, it's very long, so we don't have time to be formatting. Okay, uh, so let's say that is excuse me, that's our paragraph. Okay, um, so let's preview this on our web page. Let's get to this, refresh, and we have this first heading. Right, it says like Google is asking if it could translate it for us because we we are using English by default, right? Okay, so let's create another one. Okay, another heading. So we bring let's say horizontal line, right? And then um, we create another h3 element. We say second heading, right? And then what we do is that uh, we copy all this and paste there. Can go and paste another one. In between, what we can do is um, have another h3 and say um, sorry, third element. All right, so when we preview this, we have a lot of information on our web page, and this is, of course, this is done. It's not really anything, but to make this more enjoyable, let's add two more headings and paragraphs. So we say um, fourth, right? How you even spell fourth? Then we have the fifth. Okay, fourth heading, fifth heading. Alright, so we have plenty of them. Yeah, that is good. Okay, so at the top here, what we can do is to create some links. Okay, so here we create an anchor tag. Okay, href, nothing for now. Alright, then we'll say uh, first heading. Okay, let me bring space here so that you know what I'm doing. What I'm actually doing here is that we are now going to create these anchor tags. It's like a table of content, and then we'll link them with this over here. Okay, so let me create another one. Okay, and then we'll have our second heading. In fact, I can just copy this and paste until we get to so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. Okay, All right, cool. Let's preview this and see how it looks like. You realize that all of them are doing the same line. However, we would like them to be on top of each other like block elements. So what can we do? Remember when we spoke about the BL tag, line break? We said this can be used to force a sentence or statement to the next line. So let's add those ones here just to be sure. Alright, so we have them now on top of each other. Right now, they don't do anything. If we click on it, it wouldn't take us anywhere. Alright, so to create the links, this is where what we learned previously, the ID comes in. Okay, so we can give each of these uh, heading elements, okay, specific IDs. So we can say first, all right, then this one will have an ID of second, okay, this will have an ID of third, this will have an ID of fourth, this will have an ID of fifth. Okay, good. So we have given them IDs, all the headings, they now have unique IDs. Okay, how to make reference to them over here using the hypertext reference. The href stands for hypertext reference. Is remember when we were doing the selection in the CSS, we said to select an ID, you start with what, the pound or hash, okay, then the ID name. All right, so we want to link to the first, so we say first. Hey, sorry, uh, let me get rid of this. So first, okay, then repeat the same for the rest. Okay, third, okay, fourth, and then fifth. All right, let's save this. I know someone would say, why is this first, second, third, fourth? Well, these are just names, but it's always reasonable that when you are choosing names, they are descriptive enough that you will not forget, and even when somebody sees your code, they will know what you are talking about. All right, so let's go and view. Right, so we have this. So let's click on the fifth and see what will happen. You realize that we have been taken to the fifth paragraph, but because I zoom in, it couldn't come. All right, so let's try that again. All right, okay, let me refresh, let me get rid of this, reload the page. Okay, and then we click on, right now fourth is not visible, so let's click on fourth heading. You realize that fourth heading is popped up here, so we can actually read about it. So here we can insert links here and say go back to first, go back to second, all that. I think you get the idea of intra-page link. This is how you create intra-page link. All right, what about intra-system link? When we are creating a link between multiple pages of our own website, right? In that case, we can create a new file here in the same folder, call it next, okay, next.html. I'm sorry, next.html. What is wrong with me? So in the next.html, what we are going to do is to have um, our dummy text, of course. Don't worry about this, is the same thing. We've not gotten to a point where I was explaining this yet. Okay, so in here we can say, we'll create a link and say click to go back. Okay, sorry. We can say so the href will now go to index.html, okay, and the text will be click to go back. Okay, click to go back. All right, what is happening here? We have the href. Okay, over here is because we are linking to the same page. That's why we are using the IDs. Okay, but here we are looking to a different HTML file. So we use the actual name of the file, and so we can start from here and say, um, let's say just at the end here. All right. Let me add two more. Okay, and so we have another a, and this will now link us to next.html. Okay, and here we say go to next page. These are just some dummy tests. Of course, you can do anything you want. All right, this is the new file that we have created, and so we are linking from the first file indexed, which is what we are seeing here. Are you okay? Which is what we are seeing here, to another page, which is the next page. All right. Okay, so we have um, click, right, click go to next page, and when we come here we just say uh, go back to go back. All right, so let's try this and see if it works. All right, so we click on it, and indeed, now if you look at the URL, you see that next.html is loaded. Okay, when we click to go back, index.html is loaded again. We come back to here, we go there, we can come back. So this is how we navigate um, between multiple pages of our own website, and this is known as what, intra-system links. Okay, now let's look at inter-system links. I'm going to do that on the next page. Okay, inter-system links, I'm going to do that on the next page. All right, so let me have a line break. Okay, and then I'm going to create uh, a link, and this link is going to http, all right, um, codehivegh.org, and this is my the web the website for uh, my computer science club. It's still under development though, but it's online, so we can go there and see. Sorry, I nearly made a mistake here. Okay, all right. So we can say go to Code Hive Ghana. All right, over here on this particular page. All right. So with refresh, let's go to the next page because that link is actually on the next page, and let's click on it, and it has loaded our home page for us, as we can see. So this is how you create inter-system link. We said that inter-system link takes you away from your website to another website. Okay, so if you look at what happened here, you realize that this is a different website that has nothing to do with the one we are working on. So this is inter-system link. Right. Now there is one last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, and that is the target attribute. There is a second attribute we can actually put on the anchor tag, right? Um, which is target. Now, target, it's referring to how you would like to open the page in question, like where you are linking to, how you want to open. Is it in a new window, in a new tab? Okay, so um, underscore self, right? This is the default, so we don't even need to define it, all right, or specify it. Underscore self. What that means is that anytime we click on it, you see this same page loaded with will now be loaded with what, the other page. So the first page has been replaced with the other one in the same tab. Okay, so this is underscore self. By default, that's what it does. All right. We can say underscore blank. underscore blank. Now what this means is that it's going to open the new page. All right, the next page in the new tab. Let's check on that and see. So when I click on it, you realize that okay, I've not saved. uh, Click to go back. Oh, we actually creating the putting the target in actually wrong way. Anyway, we can still check, right? So over here, when we say click to go back, this is going to open the index page in the new tab, right? So you realize that it has created a new tab. Okay, it has created a new tab, and then uh, this is, sorry, the page is open there. There are more options for this particular target. We have parent and so on and so forth. If you are interested, you can uh, look more into this. Um, this is where we end for this particular session. I will see you in the next one.